Welcome everybody to the workshop for the mayor and alderman, October 27th. The prayers with Alderman Jones, the Pledge of Allegiance with Alderman Brown. Need to look over our minutes for October 4th, 2016. Public hearing, October 4th, 2016 regular meeting, and October 13th, 2016 special meeting. Moving on down do we need to do the presentation? We're going to move on down to number 3, the presentation for Alderman Broker. See what we got here. Alderman Broker, in recognition of your exceptional service and leadership for the city of Laverne, Alderman Tom Broker, we thank you and deeply appreciate your dedication, hard work, and commitment to our city, presented by the city of Laverne, October 27th, 2016. Thank you for your
appreciate it.
service.
Thank you, y'all. That's just too much.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Everybody hollering speech. You gonna do a speech, Tom?
I may have a couple things to say at the end.
Oh,
I won't be long, I promise. I know you heard that before.
remember now, I speak last. All right, moving on to consent agenda. Number 4. Who's got it, Bruce?
I can talk about the first one there. We have on here the GSA pricing for the copy machine lease agreements. There's 3 departments here that are ready to get new lease agreements for copy machines. There's 1 machine at Parks and Recreation, 1 machine at Public Works, and 3 machines at the library. You'll see in your packet there the list of the new costs versus the old costs. They actually, all of the costs went down just a very little bit, but all of the department heads have agreed with the suggested machines that will be coming from MTR, and this is based on GSA pricing. So this is a standard thing that we do with other departments as well.
All right. B is who's got the firework deal?
I can talk about that one as well. This is the annual fireworks contract that we do for the Independence Day celebration. This is for next year, 2017, and I believe cost in here, if I can find it real quick, is $13,000, which I believe is the same as what we've been having. But Evan has reviewed this contract and the changes have been made as requested. So this is just getting prepared for next year's fireworks.
Okay. C, approve renewal for the employee benefit package for 2017. Is that you, sir?
That's me. Why is it not in here?
Evening, Mayor, Alderman. We're not suggesting many changes this year. We're asking to go ahead and renew with Blue Cross and Blue Shield on the medical and pharmacy, renew with HealthScope for the dental and vision, renew with Standard for the life and disability. One of the changes we are recommending is changing the life insurance from a basic amount to one-time salary. That is one change recommendation that we're recommending this year. The wellness will continue for another year with Care Here, so no changes there. And we will continue with Colonial. One other minor adjustment to the dental. Last year, we changed the maximum benefit on the dental to $2,000, which is actually your annual maximum. What we found is some of the members that were going in for preventative benefit, that amount was going toward their maximum. So another recommendation that we have for this year is just removing that preventative care benefit from the maximum so it won't account against it. So for example, if you're getting $2,000 annual maximum for your benefit, that's your total amount that the insurance company's going to pay. If you went in for a preventative care to have your cleanings, that may cost $100. Well, that brings down that $2,000 maximum by $100. Well, we're just going to take the preventative care out. It's still going to be a benefit, but the $2,000 maximum will be for other services like cavity fills and oral surgeries and things like that. So really the only two changes we're recommending this year is one, to change the life insurance to one-time salary and remove the preventative from the maximum. And that's it.
Anybody have any questions?
I must apologize. The recommendation letter did not make it into the packet. I thought I'd put it in there, but must not have saved it. So I will email that out to everybody after this workshop is over.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions on the fireworks or the copy machine? If not, we're going to move on to number 5. That's the first reading, ordinance 2016-15. This is an ordinance to amend the City of Laverne municipal zoning ordinance as it contains to a overlay district. It received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on September 27th, 2016. Who can speak on that? Kristen?
Mayor, this is an amendment to the municipal zoning ordinance that was discussed at length in the Planning Commission. Essentially, any property, as you know, we have 2 overlay districts in the city of Laverne. Any proposal for a commercial or an industrial development in the overlay district will now be required, the applicant will be required to submit what we call a materials board that will have samples of the proposed materials for the development and for the color. We had a number of applications that had come in, and the Planning Commission wanted to see those types of materials and samples, so we decided to make it an actual requirement as part of the site plan requirements and the overlay regulations in Article 5, such that all applicants in the overlay will be held to the same standards for providing information about the colors and the materials that they will be utilizing.
Is this pretty well standard with other cities? That's the way they do it?
Most cities in the surrounding vicinity do have a required submission of material boards, yes.
Okay. Any further questions on the ordinance 2016-15 on the changes to the overlay? This is first reading. It'll be a second reading. If the first reading passes, it will be a public hearing after the first reading. Number 6, first reading, ordinance 2016-16, an ordinance to amend the Laverne municipal zoning ordinance regarding cell towers in residential and agricultural districts. This also received a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission on October 25th, 2016. Kristen?
Thank you, Mayor. I've been working with Dave Smith of Telecad Wireless regarding this amendment. As you know, a couple years ago, we passed regulations to govern cell towers in the commercial and industrial districts. At that time, we did not add in residential or agricultural districts as a possible location. And in working with the wireless communication providers, it's been determined that a lot of our population is either in the northern portion or the southern portion of the city, and those are the 2 areas that lack any real infrastructure for cellular communications. So we have decided to put together, in working with the Planning Commission, we're going to, if this passes, it will allow applicants to make application for a cell tower in the residential or agricultural zones to the Board of Zoning Appeals as a special exception, which is how it is currently organized for the other types of districts. And I also put together a list of 10 additional standards that are mandatory for towers to be even considered in the residential and agricultural districts. And the list is on the screen or in your packet. Mainly, a parcel has to be at least 5 acres. It can only be the monopole type. Has to be a paved service road. Has to be a screening fence of wood or neutrally colored vinyl of 8 feet in height to be inspected annually for structural and aesthetic integrity. That was something that the Planning Commission really wanted, as well as the compliance with all provisions codified in Section 5.060 of the Smyrna Airport Height Restrictions District. If you have any specific questions pertaining to that, I'm happy to try to answer, but essentially it just provides the standards and then allows the towers to be as a special exception in the A zone and then the various residential zones.
Any questions? I got one question. Is it possible, Bruce, that we could split that into 2 ordinance, put the residential in one and have 2 readings on it? Because one's in agricultural, one's in residential.
We could. My only concern would be the Planning Commission passed it on as one recommendation. I don't know why we couldn't split it up. They recommended both, really, so.
The only thing I'm thinking about, you know, one of the board members might be all right with agricultural and they might not be kosher with residential. That's what I say, we might split it, you know.
Mayor, Bruce is right. You can if you want to. You would just need to make a motion at the meeting to
Okay.
do that.
Okay. Any further questions on the cell towers? Number 7 is a resolution 2016-25, a resolution of the City of Laverne Board of Mayor and Aldermen to declare certain property owned by the city to be surplus to the city needs and directing disposal of the same.
Mayor, this is another resolution to declare property as surplus and to put it on gov deals. All of these items are from the police department, and the list is there in your packets.
Okay. Hearing no questions on that, we'll move down to number 8. This is moving on pretty fast. Motion to approve a certificate of good moral character for a liquor by the drink application for the Memories Bar and Grill located at 554 Walden Road.
Mayor, this is an application obviously for a restaurant or a bar and grill, in this case, to serve liquor by the drink at 574 Waldron Road. We have run a background check on the individuals involved. Everything has come back clear. So, you know, our recommendation would be that this be approved for a new restaurant for the city, so that's always a good thing.
Okay. Any discussion on the bar and grill? Well, then we're down to number 9, appoint or remove board members. We got Stormwater Appeal Advisory Board. One term is vacant. I guess that's Lori O'Neill.
That's Lori O'Neill, yes.
She's stepping down.
She had moved out of the city.
And we got one applicant, and that's Chuck Dillon.
That's correct.
If any more applicants come in, we'll put them on the list.
Yes, sir.
And then number B, it's FYI, Vergne Housing Authority. One term expires. That's, what is it?
Deborah Balthrop.
Balford. Is she,
Her term expires at the end of November.
so she might want
We'll
to be
see
back?
if she wants to
Okay.
stay on that board. We'll also advertise it on Channel 3. This will not be on the agenda for next week.
Okay, B will not be on, okay. Well, that's it. We're down to Mayor and Alderman comments. Alderman Brown?
I just want to say what a pleasure it's been to work with Tom Broker. I'm sorry to see him go, but I'm excited for him to start his new life as a regular civilian again.
Alderman, you too?
Yeah.
Alderman Broker?
Yes, sir. Again, I'm going to make this real quick. I just want to, I have several thank yous. First of all, I want to start with the city directors, city employees. You know, a lot of times I think when there's credit given, it's given to us, and not saying that we don't have a difficult job at times, but we have some of the best directors and best employees, and I was honored to be a small part of it. So I want to thank you for making my job easier. I know when I came in, there's a big difference when you come in early and you think you know something when you're standing out there holding a sign, and get over on this side of the table and you realize, yeah, I didn't know. And you all made it very easy, or certainly helped me. So again, I want to thank you for that, and thank you for just implementing everything, even the unpopular decisions that boards have made. You're out there 24/7 working every day. So again, thank you. I want to thank this board. I was honored to work with all of you and the former board. I hope for y'all heading into the next, whoever sits in these seats, is that everyone has the ability to come together, work together, because at the end of the day, regardless of what's going on now with the campaign, this is a team, and this is the five that can move things forward. So that's my hope and my prayer for Laverne there. I want to thank my wife and my children, because another thing is there is a lot of sacrifice to how much time you have to put in. I believe if you do it correctly, whether it be sitting out at dinner with your wife and 4 residents want to come up and what the heck did you vote like this for? But I want to thank them. Without them, I couldn't have done it. And lastly, I want to thank the citizens of Laverne for allowing me to serve them for 6 years. I truly have been humbled. I truly have been honored. And again, just thank you.
Vice Mayor Green?
I'd like to say how much I've enjoyed being with you. This is kind of hard because you've been with us for a long time. But you've done a good job. You've been good to all of us, and we all love you, and we hope the very best for you.
Thank you.
Well, Tom, I wish you well in your ventures. I'm going to miss you.
I got you to say it.
Huh?
I got you to say it finally.
Yeah. It's on tape. And, yeah, I think you're going to be well missed. And well missed from the citizens to the employees to the department heads to this board. You've done a good job, and I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. And that being said,
Mayor, we are having a reception following the workshop.
okay.
Anybody here is welcome to stay and congratulate Tom and thank him. And I know, speaking for the employees, you know, we certainly thank you, Tom, for everything you've done for us.
Bruce.
And let's give Tom another big hand. I ain't got a whole lot to say. Just I want to encourage everybody to go out and exercise their right to vote. Early voting is through November the 3rd, and you can do it pretty easy at the Civic Auditorium. And the county is set up that you can do it between Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then this Saturday, you can do it from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And early vote ends a week from tonight. So you got 6 more days where you can early vote. Take advantage of it. But the main thing, everybody go out and vote. Vote, and I don't have anything else. Bruce, you got that? We'll call this meeting, the workshop is adjourned, and we'll have a party.